Ever pondered the connection between the food on your plate and the warming of our planet? Today, we're exploring a complex relationship that's often overlooked: the interplay of agriculture and global warming. First, let's talk about what these two concepts mean. Agriculture is the practice of cultivating plants and rearing animals for food, fiber, medicinal plants, and other products used to sustain and enhance human life. It's a vital cog in the wheel of human survival. On the other hand, we have global warming, a long-term increase in Earth's average temperature. It's a pressing concern that's been making headlines worldwide. Now you might be wondering how these two concepts connect. Well, as it turns out, they're more intertwined than you might think. The methods we use to grow crops, raise livestock, and manage soil can contribute significantly to global warming. In essence, the way we grow our food has a direct impact on our environment, including global warming. So, how exactly does agriculture contribute to global warming? It's a great question, and one that we're going to delve into right now. When you think of agriculture, you probably envision green fields, healthy crops, and a serene pastoral landscape. But behind this idyllic picture, there's a more complicated story. Agriculture, in fact, plays a considerable role in global warming. Let's begin with greenhouse gases. These gases trap heat from the sun in our atmosphere, causing the planet to warm up. Two of the most significant greenhouse gases are methane and nitrous oxide. And guess what? Both are heavily produced by agricultural practices. Methane, for instance, is released by livestock during digestion, a process known as enteric fermentation. We're basically talking about cow burps here. Nitrous oxide, on the other hand, is released from agricultural soils, especially those that have been treated with synthetic and organic fertilizers. Next, we have deforestation. Vast areas of forest are cleared every year to make way for agriculture. Now, forests act as carbon sinks, absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. When these forests are cut down, not only do we lose these essential carbon sinks, but the carbon stored in the trees is released back into the atmosphere as carbon dioxide, further contributing to the greenhouse effect. And then there's the use of fossil fuels in agricultural machinery. Tractors, harvesters, irrigation pumps, they all need energy to run, and that energy often comes from fossil fuels. When these fuels are burned, they release carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, yet another greenhouse gas. So, to sum it all up, agriculture contributes to global warming in several ways. Through the release of greenhouse gases like methane and nitrous oxide, through deforestation, which leads to increased carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, and through the use of fossil fuels in agricultural machinery. It's a complex web of cause and effect, but the bottom line is clear. As it turns out, our agricultural practices have a significant carbon footprint, contributing to the warming of our planet. With the problem this big, you might wonder, what can be done to mitigate it? Well, it's not all doom and gloom. There are solutions at hand that could significantly reduce the impact of agriculture on global warming. Let's start with sustainable farming practices. This involves methods that respect the complexity of nature and aim to minimize our impact on it. This could mean shifting towards organic farming, which avoids synthetic fertilizers and pesticides. It might also involve agroforestry, where trees are grown alongside crops, or regenerative farming, which improves soil health and captures carbon. These practices not only reduce emissions but also boost biodiversity and enhance the resilience of farming communities. Next, let's talk about food waste. Around 1/3 of all food produced globally is wasted. That's a staggering amount of resources and energy down the drain. By reducing food waste, we can lessen the demand for agricultural production and thus its environmental impact. This could be as simple as planning meals better, storing food properly, and embracing ugly fruits and vegetables. Now, on to diets. The potential of plant-based diets in mitigating climate change is immense. Livestock farming is one of the largest sources of greenhouse gases. By choosing more plant-based meals, we can significantly reduce the demand for meat and dairy, and hence their associated emissions. Remember, you don't have to go fully vegan to make a difference. Even small changes, like having a meat-free day each week, can have a significant impact. The challenge is enormous, no doubt about it, but every small step counts towards a solution. It's about each of us making changes in our own lives that, when multiplied by billions, can make a huge difference. In the end, it all boils down to making more sustainable choices. From the way we farm to the food we consume, our actions today will determine the health of our planet tomorrow.